Hey, hey, hey. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Did I scare you? I'm sorry. I was a little exuberant in my hey, hey. But yeah, man, hey, thank you for tuning in again. This is The Nuclear Dad, Season 2, Episode 5. And today we are talking about inner peace, protecting your inner peace, what it is, why it's important, the role that it plays in your life, different situations that can threaten it. And this all ties into mental health. So, once again, I am your tour guide, E.C. McKeever, aka the Nuclear Dad. I want you to sit back, relax, put your feet up if you can. If you're afforded the opportunity of a few minutes of peace, take full advantage by listening to this episode. Now, I want you to get something cold to drink, get something to munch on, your favorite snack, and enjoy the ride, sir. All right, guys, we are back. We are here. We are ready. And again, we're talking about inner peace. I don't know. So I have kids, right? And I don't know if you've ever seen Kung Fu Panda. I saw the first one before I had children because I was a pothead. I love cartoons. I still like cartoons, even though I don't smoke anymore. But the I guess the master, the little rabbit or ferret or whatever he was, Master Sifu, I think was his name. But he would be meditating, especially when the panda, played by Jack Black, would kind of get to him. But he would chant, inner peace, inner peace, inner peace. But see, it was a jewel in that because this is one of the things you can do to achieve inner peace. Chanting a mantra, mindful meditative practices. Sorry, my phone's ringing. Today's my birthday and I'm blowing up. I guess I'm more popular than I thought. But people are interrupting my podcast and it's messing with my inner peace. Nah, I'm joking. But I appreciate the love. But anywho, chanting a mantra, mindful practices, things like that can help you achieve or maintain a state of inner peace. So no further ado, we're going to go right into the data. First source is Wikipedia. And I just Googled what is inner peace because I wanted an exact quantification of what it is in words so I don't have to ramble on. I know what it is, but sometimes when I get excited, there's a lot of things going on. I usually record at night. It's early in the morning, so there's things happening. My phone's buzzing, whatever. So Wikipedia says inner peace or peace of mind relates to a deliberate means conscious effort. It refers to a deliberate state of psychological or spiritual calm despite the potential presence of stressors. Being at peace is considered by many to be healthy and the opposite of being stressed or anxious, and it is considered to be a state where your mind performs at an optimum level with positive outcomes. Peace of mind is thus generally associated with bliss, happiness, and contentment. Peace of mind, serenity, and calmness are descriptions of a disposition free from the effects of stress. In some cultures, inner peace is considered a state of consciousness or enlightenment that may be cultivated by various forms of training, breathing exercises, prayer, meditation, blah, blah, blah. Many spiritual practices refer to this peace as an experience of knowing one's self. And if you look throughout history, that's inscribed in a lot of places, is expressed in a lot of different teachings and trainings. Man, know thyself. People have difficulties embracing their inner peace because everyday stressors get the best of them. Finding peace and happiness in the little joys of life can seem difficult, and results do not seem all that gratifying. Achieving spirituality is a step-by-step process. There are ways through which one can become more spiritual every day. The current and 14th Dalai Lama emphasizes the importance of inner peace in the world. I'm going to use his voice. I don't know his voice, but I'm going to change my voice. The question of real, lasting world peace concerns human beings. So basic human feelings are also at its roots. Through inner peace, genuine world peace can be achieved. In this, the importance of individual responsibility is quite clear. An atmosphere of peace must first be created within ourselves, then gradually expanded to include our families, our communities, and ultimately the whole planet. How'd I do? That was my Dalai Lama voice. My sons like when I read to him because I changed my voices. Like, we're currently reading Ninja Turtles. So when it comes to like Master Splinter, I'll kind of try to sound like an old Japanese guy. It works. It keeps them engaged. And I hope it keeps you engaged. So now that we know what inner peace is, let's go to some other sources of things that can disturb your inner peace. Now, this looks like a German website, but whatever. 10 things that can disturb inner peace. The need for validation. Rumination about the past, worry about the future. The need for perfection. The need to control over other people. Fear of aging and death. Fear of the unknown. The need to defend yourself. Greed and aversion. Now, let's see. Inc.com. 10 things mentally strong people give up to gain inner peace. Letting go of certain things can open the door to true contentment in life. Mental strength and inner peace go hand in hand. Mentally strong people are confident that they can handle whatever life throws their way. That's not to say they don't feel pain or that they don't get sad. They experience their emotions on a deep level, but they don't waste energy wishing things were different or trying to change other people. They stay focused on managing their own thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. They also make self-improvement a priority because they know there's always room for improvement, and they give up these 10 things that could destroy their inner peace. Engaging with toxic people. Number 1. Absolutely. I'm not going to go into it. It's self-explanatory. Excessive self-blame. Number 2. Chasing happiness. Number 3. Staying comfortable is number 4. It may seem like staying inside your comfort zone is the key to feeling good in life, but avoiding discomfort always backfires in the end. Mentally strong people face their fears, venture into unknown areas, and test their limits. They know that being uncomfortable is tolerable, and allowing themselves to experience discomfort is the key to living a better life. Yes, I would agree. The victim mentality is number 5. Number 6 is trying to impress people. Number 7, the pursuit of perfection. Being a perfectionist. Number 8 is grudges. You may think holding on to a grudge somehow punishes someone else, but in reality, clinging to anger and hatred only reduces your life. Mentally strong people let go of grudges so they can focus their energy on more worthwhile causes. That does not mean they allow themselves to be abused by people. However, it just means they don't allow pent-up resentment to overtake their lives. I think it was the Buddha or Confucius, one of these old Asian guys. It said, I'm paraphrasing, but holding on to anger or holding a grudge is like drinking poison and expecting someone else to die. Think about that. Number 9, the quest for material things. Number 10 is complete self-reliance. Thinking that you can do everything on your own is about acting tough, not being strong. There will be some times when asking for help is important. Mentally strong people aren't afraid to admit when they need help. Whether they rely on a higher power, ask for professional help, or lean on a friend during a time in need, they gain strength from others. Knowing they don't have all the answers gives them a renewed sense of inner peace. No man is an island. How to build mental muscle and gain inner peace. Inner peace comes from knowing your beliefs and willingness to act according to them. It takes mental muscle to do that. Fortunately, everyone has the ability to practice mental strength exercises every day. The more mental muscle you build, the easier it is to find true contentment in life. Thank you, Inc.com. That was wonderful. Now I read this already. Let's go to the next one. Let me exit this out. It's that German website. Declutterthemind.com. 15 ways to achieve inner peace. Now, last one had 10. This one has 15. And again, what is inner peace? It's the state of calm you feel within yourself. The world around you could be stress-inducing and chaotic, but if you feel calm, you might be experiencing inner peace. It's an achievable state of mind that has more to do with your mind than what's happening in your daily life. How to achieve it? When it comes to achieving inner peace, the first step is coming with a good attitude. Your datitude, not attitude, your datitude equals your latitude. I'm going to keep saying that. If you're cynical or even too skeptical, it will block you from reaching this calm state of mind. You need to bring an open mind before you have inner peace. With that, here's 15 ways to get there. Meditation, social media detox. Listen, that should have been number one, because this social media thing, it's a gift and a curse. For some people, it's good for connecting with family, staying up to date on certain current events. Some people, and for some people, it's, building businesses, right? And expanding your network. But for some people, it's the ghetto of the internet. I'm going to say it. Social media is the ghetto of the internet. And there's some crazy things on there. Now, for people who use it for positive things, that's like the one person or two people that live on a block and they keep their lawns nice and their property is clean and the inside of the house smells good and it's organized and it's beautiful to look at, and they've created a serene setting around them. And when you walk out the door, it's graffiti and trash and drug paraphernalia and bullet casings and prostitution, all the things in the ghetto. Listen, I'm not stereotyping. I'm from the ghetto. I'm telling you as a fact. This is the stuff that I saw as a kid walking to school. Crack vials, prostitutes on the corner, blood stains, used condoms, all kind of stuff. Social media is the ghetto of the internet. Don't argue. You can't prove me wrong. Number 3, practicing self-love. You got to love yourself. You got to be compassionate with you. Be kind. Hey, man, kindness is like it's like a communicable, I don't want to say disease. It's a communicable emotion. When you are kind, others feel that and they pay it forward. You may change somebody's whole day, even life, by a few kind words, a gesture, or even a smile. Now, certain situations, be careful who you smile at, because if you're in a real ghetto, a smile maybe have the opposite effect. But hopefully nobody's in the ghetto. If you are, you're working to get out of there. 5, steer clear of negativity. Yeah, avoid it like the plague. I don't need to go into that. Just stay away from negativity, negative people, negative things, negative events, negative places. Number 6, live in the present. Number 7, avoid self-pity. Yeah, nobody likes a Debbie Downer, or since we're men, we're a David Downer. Nobody likes a David Downer or a Dennis Downer. Get out of here, Oscar the Grouch. Laugh a lot. Laughter is the best medicine. I think I've said that on every episode so far. Communicate respectfully. It ain't about what you say. It's about how you say it. Distract yourself. We talked about that. Mindful distractions. That may be another episode. Practice self-care. I think that's come up in every episode as well. Express yourself through art. Don't pressure yourself. Hey, take it easy, man. Just relax. Access nature. Number 14. Number 15. Accept things as they are. Yeah, man. Just accept things as they are. Now, I'm going to take a quick break because that was 12 minutes. We're at the 13-minute mark. We're going to take a little break, give you some room to breathe, take all of this in, maybe do some breathing exercises, think about an art project you'd like to do, think about taking that walk through the park with your kids, having a picnic with your wife. Take a minute and think about some things that you think may bring you some inner peace. And then we'll come back with some more ways where you can achieve inner peace. Alrighty, gentlemen. So we've talked about what inner peace is and a couple of things that can cause disruptions in inner peace in different ways. Things you can avoid to keep your inner peace. Now we're gonna discuss, I guess, how your inner peace can be disrupted, right? Because it's only really 2 or 3 things that can cause a disruption in inner peace: people, places, things. The last episode we got into anger. So if you're applying the science, we're figuring out ways to keep our emotions in check. Once you get there, self-care, mindfulness, once you get to a place where you can kind of control the things that would normally control you and let them roll off your back and not stick, it gets easier to cultivate this deliberate state of consciousness, mental or spiritual well-being, which we are calling inner peace. Now, you think about places where you can have issues that could be problematic, that could threaten this. That would be work, that would be home, and that would be in your day-to-day life. Random stuff in traffic, at the store, shopping. You're in a car with your wife, somebody cuts you off. You could be a person where that's it. It's all I can stand. I can't stand no more, like Popeye used to say. And maybe you tailgate them. Maybe you go cut them off. It's happened to me. I've cut people off, but not in an aggressive way, just merging traffic. And somebody decides I'm driving too slow. Well, I'm about to turn. I'm getting in the turn lane, buddy. I don't need to do 60. And then they'll go around me and get back in front of me and drive slow. People are petty, man. I don't let it bother me. Now, if I'm in a rush, I will, say to myself, what is this guy doing? What is this lady doing? I'll say some things. I'm sure I make sure I don't curse, especially if my kids are in the car, because I don't want them to repeat it. But I may be like, what are you doing, dummy? My son will be like, Daddy, that's not a nice word. Who are you talking about? I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. It's a car in front of me. And he'll say something like, is he driving like a knucklehead? Oh, yeah, he's driving like a knucklehead. But that's as far as it gets with me. Out in the street, people don't really confront me. I don't have that happen very often. I can probably count on one hand, maybe 2, where in my life, where I've been confronted aggressively in the streets since I was a kid. That hasn't really happened. And then at home and at work. At work, I'm respectful. I respect people. They respect me. There have been times where a person got out of pocket, had to check them. There's been times when my wife and I, this morning, she was a little irritated, I could tell. And she asked me a question and I responded. And she said, why'd you say it like that? I said, because that's how you asked me. I said it was unconscious. As a man, we respond to aggression with aggression. And I was about to go there. I said, listen, you said this, and I said, oh, let's take a breather. I said, you sound irritated. Let's take a breather. Let's get ourselves together. I said, it's too early. Let's just relax. Everybody relax. Because it wasn't a big deal. Diffuse the situation. She still walked past me and bumped me. It's okay though. She walked past me and bumped me. She was being petty. But that could have easily turned into something stupid that now we are arguing about. I wasn't gonna let it happen. So, I'm practicing these things that I'm talking. I'm not just talking about it. But sometimes that doesn't always happen. Sometimes we let the situation get the best of us. So day-to-day life, work, home, and out in these streets, people, places, and things can take you out of your inner peace. So let's check out this article. It says, protect your peace from toxic relationships. What does it mean to protect your peace? Protecting your peace means caring for and safeguarding your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual self in ways that you define for yourself. Protecting your peace is a personal journey where ultimately you make the decisions and set boundaries for yourself that determine to be in your own best interest. Setting boundaries is a way to create a peaceful life. Our boundaries are the way we honor our own needs, goals, feelings, and values. Think of boundaries as guidelines to live by that only you can define. As we grow and change, our boundaries will too. Boundaries are meant to keep us safe and feel respected. Boundaries are based on your relationship with yourself, so only you can set your boundaries. There are many different types of boundaries, like emotional, physical, spiritual, financial, or digital. Some examples of boundaries can be, I'm okay with listening to you tell me how you're feeling, but I don't want to talk about my feelings right now. I'm okay with having sex, but I want to use a condom and dental dam. I'm married, so I ain't use none of that. I need to go to church every week, and I won't skip a week if I can help it. I'm okay with giving you $5 this time, but I won't give you an extra $20. We can follow each other on social media, but I won't give anybody my login information. Do you know what your boundaries are? Practice setting them and adjusting them when needed. Think about what you're okay with and what you are not okay with. Respecting boundaries. Each person has the right to change their own boundaries at any time, including yourself, your parents, grandparents, aunties, uncles, cousins, and even your romantic or sexual partners. Boundaries play a very big part in creating healthy relationships with ourselves and others. Healthy boundaries let you be you and allow each person to protect their own peace. Overstepping boundaries. Sometimes people will try to overstep your personal boundaries intentionally or even try to change your boundaries. This might indicate a toxic relationship when someone is trying to control or hurt you. Below are the same boundaries shared before. See what overstepping these boundaries might look like. I'm okay with listening to you telling me how you feel, but I don't want to talk about my feelings right now. Overstepping was, I told you how I feel. You must be feeling the same way. I'm okay with having sex, but I want to use a condom and dental dam. Overstepping would be, you don't actually think we should use a condom, do you? I don't think you mean that. I need to go to church every week. I won't skip a week if I can help it. Overstepping is, I don't want you to go to church because I'll miss you. Skip it for me. I'm okay with giving you $5 this time, but I won't give you an extra $20. Overstepping would be, he gave me $20, so you need to give me $22. We can follow each other on social media, but I won't give anybody my login information. Overstepping would be, you might be cheating on me. Give me your login information so I can check your social media. Yeah, that sounds crazy. What can you do if someone oversteps your boundaries? Well, I'm gonna say check them at the door, but let's see what the nerds say. When someone oversteps your boundaries, it's okay to tell that person what they're doing and tell them to stop. If you feel safe enough and that person is important to you, you can show them how to respect your personal boundary. Keep in mind that some people will refuse to respect your boundaries. In this case, it is your responsibility to protect your peace. Not everyone is meant to walk with us on our life journey. You deserve to surround yourself with loving people who respect your needs, goals, feelings, and values. Remember, you are the expert of your own experience, and only you have the power to create or change your personal boundaries. Trust in yourself. Yeah, I think that's spot on. And my mom used to say, she still says, people come into your life for a reason and a season. Not everybody is meant to walk with you forever. You may find somebody that you are madly in love with. This is for my single fellas. You may find somebody that you're madly in love with and everything's going good, but you may have some things that you're firm on. They're not budging. This is the line. They cross the line in the sand. Relationship could be over. Or you may observe the situation and say, you know what? That boundary isn't a deal breaker. You know, anybody else, I would say, hey, I'm not going to tolerate that. But for you, it's not really a big deal. I know you didn't mean it. You may change like they say, you may change your boundaries for someone that you really love to make your relationship work. But that's not always sage advice, because sometimes, not all the time, you have to use discernment. But sometimes people take kindness for weakness. So just keep your eyes open, keep your head on the swivel, and make sure somebody's not trying to use you, because that That's where manipulation starts. When people try to get you to compromise your boundaries and who you are and what your code is. Every man has a code, and I may even do a show on that. That may be later on in the season where we start to develop our code, right? I'm going to spin it into something cool. But yeah, so let's move on. 5 ways to have a loving, peaceful relationship. And this is actually a LinkedIn article. Nurturing a loving, peaceful relationship is not always easy. To form a healthy one, you need to understand each other's needs and expectations. Good relationships can provide a peace of mind, companionship, health, and happiness. If you want to live a happy life and maintain a loving, peaceful relationship, here are 5 ways to help you. Show affection. Support your partner regardless of the situation. I don't agree with that. I mean, I guess I do. You can support them, but you can also disagree with what they're doing. As long as it's not something that's going to hurt them or hurt you, yeah, support them. But if they're about to go off the deep end, like, yeah, you got to use discernment and take that with a grain of salt. Confront with compassion. The instinct of a person when you attack them usually results in them trying to defend themselves. Conflicts can be exhausting and intimidating. Like I said, this morning, she was snappy. I snapped back. It almost went there, and then I used a little compassion. Hey, baby cakes, let's take a breath. Let's chill. Even though she bumped me, I'm going to get her later. It's okay. Respect each other. Respect and appreciation are some of the most fundamental ways to build a happy, loving, peaceful relationship. And by respecting each other, you're respecting their boundaries. And when someone respects your boundaries, it leads to a peaceful situation for you. So this all ties in. When you give respect, you get respect. When you give kindness, you get kindness. Learn your partner's love language. That is a fact. We'll get into that maybe in season 3. But season 2, we're talking about mental health. But learning your partner's love language is essential to understanding them, especially when they're not having a good day, so we can keep it all peaceful. Now, with that, we're going to take a quick break. Let's go to the bathroom. Let's take a bathroom break. That's what I'm about to do. And you guys hit the pause button. Come on back and meet me here in, 2 minutes. For you, it's going to be, I'm going to be 2 minutes. For you, it's going to be like a split second. But hang tight. All right, guys. So I just pulled something up. It's a website. I actually like the name of the website. It's called successconsciousness.com. And this article is how to stay peaceful and avoid stress at work. Work brings people together of different temperaments, character, and behavior, and this often causes friction, resentment, and stress. People spend hours at work every day, but often the work causes stress, exhaustion, and unhappiness. Sometimes the boss is too demanding. Colleagues might be rude. There might be too much stress due to too much work. The working conditions may not be comfortable. The job might be boring. There could be competition or envy between workers. The customers may be too demanding or criticizing. They may feel they are utilized and underpaid. There are some of the reasons why most people feel stressed at work or are unhappy about it. This is why people eagerly wait for their vacation. The vacation provides a way to get out of the daily grind and find some peace. The good news is that you do not have to wait for your vacation. You can learn to stay calm and peaceful and enjoy every moment right where you are. A peaceful life unaffected by the environment starts inside of your mind and does not need to depend on external conditions. Sidebar, I'm on vacation. It's my birthday. I took 11 days off, non-paid, because I needed a break. I needed a vacay. And I wanted to, knock out some things. Record some podcasts, have some quiet in the house. Because like I said before, I take a nap at work every day. Because that's the quietest place in my life. My work is quiet. Because I'm a massage therapist. So the spa is relaxing. It's serene. It's low lights and soft music. Very zen. Now, I've had other jobs where I worked in warehouses, I worked in animal laboratories, I worked in some high stress situations. Wasn't peaceful at all. And I quit all of them. After a while, I quit all of them. Massage is my happy place. But I know I won't do it forever. But I've been doing it for 20 years. So I think, and I never take off on my birthday. I've never taken off on my birthday. I think last year was probably the first time. And this year, instead of just taking one day, I took 11. So I'm off now, and I'll be back when I be back. But I figured that was enough time for me to get everything done that I thought was pressing. I know you won't be able to do everything. I'm not going to be able to do everything that I want to do, but I set a lofty goal. So even if I get done a quarter of it, it's still a lot more than most people would do. I'm sorry, I digress. By all means, go on a vacation, travel, and enjoy the time away from work. This is good, healthy, and desirable. However, unless you are a millionaire, you can't do it too often. Right, it's the first time I've done it this long in 20 years. You need, once in a while, to get out of your head and your life and all the stress and competition of work and relax. But you can do it if you cannot take a vacation every now and then. Maybe you can't always go on vacation to get some mental quiet and peace, but you can learn to enjoy inner quietude. I never heard that word. Inner quietude while working. You can make your mind quiet and reduce stress even while working in a stressful environment. Now, you probably wonder how you can do that. I'm not going to talk about it here. This is one of the best meditations, one of the best techniques for gaining peace of mind. What I want to do is suggest a few simple tips to enjoy a sense of inner peace at your workplace, no matter what your conditions at work are. Tips for being peaceful and avoiding stress at work. Talk calmly. Yeah, that works. Because people match aggression with aggression. At least I do. Don't speak in a loud voice. If you catch yourself shouting or speaking in a loud voice, immediately lower it. Take a medium pitch voice. Not too loud, not too low. And don't let the loudness or pitch of other people's voices influence yours. Greet the people you meet at work. Saying good morning with a smile, greeting someone for his or her good work, and congratulating your colleagues and boss on their birthday contribute to better relationships and less stress at work. That's a fact, man. None of my jobs tell me happy birthday. Now, some of the people do. But I'm going to say this. I've worked places where we have communications outside of work, maybe a text group, maybe a text app. I'll see everybody else get a happy birthday shout out. I ain't never got one. I don't care. I mean, a little bit I do. It's not going to affect me. But it would be kind of cool if people were like, oh, hey, it's so-and-so's birthday. Happy birthday, dude. Nah, I don't get that. But anyway, take a few slow, deep breaths. Whenever you feel tension or anger building in you, take a few slow, deep breaths before you talk or react. Repeat relaxing affirmations. Each day before you enter your workplace, repeat several times the following affirmations with feeling, faith, and attention. My mind is peaceful throughout the whole day. I radiate peace around me. I talk peacefully, politely, and with a smile. I choose to act and react peacefully. Affirmations work, man. You know, some of these places where I used to work, there'll be times where I would close my eyes or I would go into autopilot, and because some of the work was monotonous, a robot could do it. They probably have robots to do some of this stuff now, because this was years ago. But I would go into autopilot and I would get in my head and I would visualize certain things. I would say certain things. I do a lot of things in my head. I always have. I've always been somebody that's been mental, and not in a bad way. You know, people across the pond in Britain, they use that as a way of saying like you're crazy. Oh, he's totally mental. Man's mental. But no, not like that. But I'm a mental person. I'm always in my head. And I've learned over the years, through practice, through intentionality, to use that ability to change my circumstances. Even when it was a bad day. You know, I worked in a warehouse where it was cold, it was dusty, it was drafty, it stank. And I would come out there happy some days. Some days it got to me. Some days I would come out happy because for 2.5, 3.5, 4.5 hours, I'm repeating some positive words in my head. I'm thinking about something positive. I'm thinking about something peaceful. It works. Use positive words. Be polite. Visualize a place where you would love to be. Exactly. Focus on what you are doing. Do not overthink. Take a few deep breaths and don't take things personally. Not all tasks are pleasant. Work is work. It might not always be pleasant, but there might be tasks we don't like. But the part of the job that we have to do is we have to accept it. Accepting an unpleasant task and doing it despite our inner resistance contributes to better relations and less stress and less anger and less resentment overall. Be friendly and considerate. Like I said, kindness goes a long way. And this is be friendly and considerate toward all people. Sometimes we get treated by others in the same way we treat them. People match aggression with aggression, but they also match politeness, consideration, and respect with the same sentiment, right? So those are some things that help you focus at work. I'm bookmarking this. I like this. SuccessConsciousness.com. And you'd be surprised. There's a saying: manners will get you places that money won't. I'm gonna repeat it. Manners will get you places that money won't. So it's okay to use those manners. Use them and abuse them, because people like nice people. Sorry, sometimes they get taken advantage of. This is true, but overall, people like nice people. So let's jump around a little bit, because I don't want this to be an hour. It'll definitely be over 30 minutes, but I don't want to make it an hour. So we're going to speed through some of these real quick. 17 ways to protect your inner peace. And some of this is going to be regurgitation. Say no when you need to. Stand up for yourself. Don't be afraid to walk away. Don't take things personally. Maintain a healthy life-work balance. Set boundaries with friends and families. Calm your mind through meditation. Focus on internal peace. Listen to your inner voice. Be grateful for what you have. Take time for yourself. Let go of what's negative in your life. Remember, you can't change other people. Declutter your physical space. I've talked about that, and I'm going to mention it again. Your mind and your physical space are reflections of one another. When your physical space is cluttered, your mind is cluttered. It is what it is. I'm going to read what they said. Start with your physical space. Any place you spend a lot of time, your bedroom, office, living room, danger room, should be tidy. Not only does clutter cause stress, it may even be increasing your odds of depression and anxiety. Put stuff away when you're done using it, or get rid of things that are weighing you down. If you don't love it anymore or haven't used it in a while, get rid of it. Take a break from your virtual life. Listen, virtual detox. It's needed. I think I'm going to do a show on detoxing. Actually, yeah, I'm going to write that down. Hold on. Stay here with me, because if I don't write it down, I'll forget it. I'm going to do a show on detoxing, because I'm actually going to start a detox. Maybe this weekend. I'm going to do a 7-day detox, which includes herbs, a lot of water, straight vegetarian. That's what I do. My birthday is my new year. It's everybody's new year, but people don't treat it like that. And I don't mean New Year's by getting drunk and going out to a party. I mean resetting, recalibrating, getting rid of some junk. So yeah, decluttering your space is good, but decluttering your body is better, because the heart, stomach, brain, they're all connected. Majority of your immune system is in your gut, and your heart communicates directly with your mind. So cleaning out one frees up energy for the others to operate more optimally. And it's something about cutting things out of your diet, taking away the heaviness. Yeah, I like a burger. I like steak. I like chicken wings and all of that good stuff. But it's heavy. These are heavy substances that go in your body, and your body sometimes needs a break from it. So this ties in with mental health as well. This isn't on their list. This is on my list. Number 15, it says take a break from your virtual life, which is true. But I'm saying take a break from other things in your life. Do that virtual detox, but also do a physical detox. Do a spiritual detox. Cut back on movies. Cut back on negative stuff. If you watch zombie shows, stop. At least for a while, stop. If you like horror movies, stop. If you like music, like I used to be a rapper. I used to be a gangster rapper. can't listen to it. Every once in a while, I'll tap in and see what the kids are talking about. And the hardcore gangster stuff has a groove. Everything is going to be the same because it's a lifestyle that people live and they talk about it. That'll never change. But the way they say it is different. So if I'm going to listen to something gangster, it's going to sound like the stuff I used to make. No sing-songy, no auto-tune, just straight gritty, grimy, from the gut, from the gutter, from the ghetto. If I'm going to listen to gangster rap, that's what I'm going to listen to. But stop all of that negative stuff. Take a break from everything negative in your life. People, places, things, foods, environments, situations, virtual worlds, all of it. Take a break. Cut it out for a minute. Give yourself some time. 7 days, 14 days, 30 days. And reset. Connect with nature and express yourself. Expressing your emotions to others is a great way to feel both better and develop stronger, healthier relationships. There are 2 effective ways of doing so: verbalizing what you're feeling and expressing it through action, or both. Talk about how you feel in a logical, non-judgmental way with someone who has earned your trust. Also, when you have time alone during quiet moments, think, meditate, or praying, expressing yourself freely by talking out loud. Yeah, that was Jules. Bookmark. All right. How to preserve your inner peace. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be a regurgitation. I'm not even going to read it because there's no bullet points. I'm not scanning through the article. I think you guys get it at this point. 5 fun ways to protect your peace of mind. Build a sanctuary at home. Yeah. The Danger Room, baby. And in the Danger Room, I'm going to do a Danger Room revisited episode in this season because, some people are listening to me for the first time. And if you haven't listened to the Danger Room episode, you should, because it is it's our sanctuary. It is our sanctuary. But inside that sanctuary, have some things that make you happy. I mean, everything in it should make you happy, but a few small things should be the apex of the room, or the epicenter of the room. It should be. You can take away everything else. The house could burn down, but if you save these 2, 3, 4 items, you can find your happy place inside a cardboard box. Now, they say build a sanctuary is number 1. Section off a tiny area in your home and fill it with things that make you happy. Those things can be candles, flowers, pillows, books, affirmations, and anything else that stimulates your senses. This area doesn't have to be tiny, however. I find it interesting to create a sense of being inside a cocoon. It feels warm and cozy, but it's up to you. You may prefer having loads of space to roam around. If you have a roommate or you currently live in a hostel, this is for young single people. You ain't living in no hostels if you're married. I'm sorry. Everybody's not married who's listening to this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to read it. If you have roommates or you currently live in a hostel, this space could simply be your bed. Spend 15 minutes in your sanctuary at any time during the day to protect your peace of mind. Breathe mindfully. Disconnect from social media during this time unless you're using it for self-care purposes. In this space, focus on your sensuality. If you're a tea lover, smell your cup. Savor the flavors hitting your tongue. Enjoy the tea's warmth. Feel the softness of your pillows. You know that feeling you get when you're cuddled up on the couch wearing your favorite sweater with a hot cup of tea? Sounds like it's written for women. That's exactly what we're trying to reproduce. Get comfortable in the space. Wear your most comfortable gear or nothing at all. Or they tell you be naked. Yeah, sometimes that works. So listen, clothing is heavy as well. Being naked is freeing. I'm just saying. Use this space to recharge, meditate on things that bring you joy. Decide concrete time to take a deep breath. Dedicate concrete time to manifesting. All right, they getting into the new age stuff. We ain't doing that. Whatever the case, you can have anything you want in your life. I'm gonna make manifesting real simple because they make it spooky, and they make you got these manifestation coaches that's gonna charge you $300 to tell you what I'm about to tell you in 30 seconds or less. Visualize. Use emotions when you visualize. Know that you have what you need in advance. Speak as if you already have it. And maybe I'll do a show later on manifesting. Let me write that down. Hold on, guys. Stay with me. Manifest. Okay. So, use your intention. Use visualization. Use sounds, smells, tactile. And Think about the things that you want. And that's not it. See, they're going to tell you to think your way into your riches. No. Work. Get off your butt and go to work. You can pray for what you want, but God is going to meet you halfway after you've done the work. So all that manifesting stuff, we can get out of here with all of the spookism and the cosmic rays of sunshine and bliss, and you can meditate for 30 hours and you're going to wake up inside a Lamborghini. It ain't going to happen. We live in a physical world. We are spiritual beings living in a physical world. That means it's a 50-50 effort. So you use that spirituality that you have. If you don't have it, cultivate it. Get closer to whatever you call God. We follow Christ over here. I ain't knocking nobody else. If you're a heathen, be a heathen. I ain't judging. But get close to whatever you call God. Get close to Christ. Pray for what you want. Know that it can be provided, and then go out and get it. Period. Number 2, spend time with loved ones. Number 3, read poetry. Number 4, create. Yeah. Creation, God created the world. You can create your world. That's the part of being a child of God. You have the same powers as God on a microcosmic level. That's why you imagine things and you go to work. You can see a pretty picture in your head, but you're not going to manifest the painting. If you want the painting to look like in your head and be on the canvas as what you see in your head, guess what? You need brushes, you need paint. Think about it, visualize it, pray on it, and then get to work. Go create something nice. Spend time in nature. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, this was written by a lady. She's a Huffington Post contributor. Yeah, she looked like one of these chakra incense burning, whatever. 7 practical ways to protect your inner peace with examples. Inner peace is composed of 4 main areas: spirituality, harmony, positivity, and lifestyle factors. Choose what you want to give your energy to. True. Know when to say no. Take a graceful exit. Know when to walk away, baby. Create a morning routine. That's important. Creating a morning routine and a night routine. Very important. And the morning routine could be exercise, meditating, journaling, writing a gratitude list, stretching, watching the sunrise. Get your sleep. Now, they don't have create a nighttime routine, but I'm going to throw it in there. Take a bath, do some meditating, do some journaling, do some stretching, do some deep breathing, do some things that get you in the mood to relax and wind down. Number 5 is get your sleep. Number 6 is don't bring work home. And number 7, get off your phone. Yeah, you need that digital detox, baby, because it is real. 5 more ways of creating or cultivating inner peace. Limit your time with toxic coworkers. Put boundaries in place. Create a relaxing environment. Release negativity. Focus on what's important. That was for at work. So we basically stay away from the negative Nancy's and the Dennis Downers. Those guys mean you no good. They're going to throw you all off your game, and your work performance is going to be bad. And meanwhile, they thrive in the chaos, so they're going to be doing good. Meanwhile, you look like you have no idea what you're doing. It's your first day on the job, but you let somebody else get up in your head, and you know how that goes. All right, this is a article for women, but let's see what we have. Target your triggers. Now, these are things that these ladies are telling other ladies to help them protect their peace. Target your triggers, because some of the stuff is universal. Let go of any kind of toxicity and negativity. Surround yourself with people and things that add value to your life. Create a safe haven at home. Take a break from your virtual life. See, that everybody's talking about it. Connect with nature. Everybody's talking about that. Express yourself. Be creative. Everybody's talking about that. Schedule some me time. Self-care. Everybody's talking about that. Set healthy boundaries. Yep. Meditate. They're big on this meditation. I'm big on prayer. Same deal sometimes. Protect your peace. Oh, these are quotes. I ain't reading no quotes, but I'm pretty sure some of them are good. And next and last, Psychology Today. Oh, this is an article about black women. Okay, sisters, let me see what you sisters are talking about. How black women are unapologetic, blah, 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 blah. Sorry, the lady on the picture is kind of pretty. Messed me up. Protecting your inner peace. How black women are unapologetically prioritizing their mental health. I ain't no bullet points. I ain't reading through all of this feminine jabber. Sorry. But Psychology Today, if it's a lady listening, Psychology Today got you covered when it comes to this inner peace thing. Go look them up. Don't let someone else take your inner peace of mind. 4 options for mindfully dealing with others. Setting your intention in a relationship. Ask for change. Set a limit. Acceptance. Remove yourself. That was short. And this is relationship specialist. But I think you guys get it. So I'm going to leave it at that. Said all that to say, read from all of these nerds. There are things you can do to protect your inner peace. And one of it the first thing starts with you. Recognizing that you don't have inner peace if you don't have it. And thinking about where you can carve out a little space in time, a little space in your location, in your life to achieve that. It's like a snowball, right? Because I'm pretty sure all of us dudes have snowball fights. Hit somebody in the face with a snowball as hard as you can. It was fun. Sometimes I do it to my kids, not in the face, but in that puffy jacket, center mass, yeah, I'm beaming them at them. But snowfalls and flakes, very small. And your inner peace journey can start with a snowflake. And eventually, with enough time and concentrated effort, there's enough to cover the ground. Maybe not enough to shovel, but enough to cover the ground. A little more time and intentionality, now we got enough to shovel. And you put it all in a pile. And you can make little snowballs of inner peace. And you put one over here for work. You put one over here for home. You put one over here for finance. You put one over here for spirituality. You put one over here for your overall well-being. Or you can take all of these little piles of snow and build a snowman. Whatever the case, I hope the analogy worked. I hope you get what I'm saying. But I want you guys to remember a few things. I want you to remember your mission. Remember what you're doing it for and who you're doing it for. Remember to stay intentional. Remember to breathe. Remember to take time for yourself. Remember your inner peace is important. Remember to stay focused. Remember to stay dangerous. Remember to stay diligent. And most of all, remember to stay cool.